And this is the atomic test and the ocean. Let us consider another destructive and deadly danger caused by the atomic test in the ocean, which no one can hinder. There are large, very profound cracks along the seabed already making contact with the fire inside the Earth. These cracks are due entirely to the atomic tests that scientists in their countries, believing themselves powerful, are carrying out without measuring the consequences of the barbaric acts they have committed and are committing against our planet and humanity. The inner fire of the Earth has already begun to make contact with the seawater. Cyclones have begun to occur. The gringo lords call these a phenomenon of El Nino. It is not El Nino, but the contact of the inner fire of the Earth with the seawater, which is spreading through the ocean. As more cracks develop, there will be tidal waves, earthquakes, horrifying things in the ocean and on the land. The axis of the Earth is already out of its position because of the tests, and with the tremors, earthquakes, and tidal waves, it will finally slip away and the sinking will come. No coastal city shall escape being swept away into the ocean. Do you disbelieve, my dear reader, that the grounds will sink suddenly? This is a long, slow, and distressing, painful process humanity must undergo. The lands will sink into the ocean, piece by piece, until it reaches its end. The scientific lords cannot calculate the outcome of the atrocities they have committed against creation, because they, too, will be victims of their own inventiveness. Monsters, savage beasts, already exist in the ocean's bottom, gestated and nourished with this atomic energy. They have become atomic beasts. The heating of the sea waters will make them rise and seek refuge. They will ascend on the coastal cities. They will raise against everything, houses, buildings, ships, and people. Man-made bullets will be of no use, except to enrage them even more. What I am saying here will happen soon. And this is not all. From the contact of the sea waters with the inner fire, an awesome vapor will emerge from the boiling waters. Then airplanes shall not fly, nor ships sail, and these vapors will cloud the sun. Total darkness will come, and life in our planet will end. Dear readers, I do not advise you to flee, because there is no safe place to go. The scientific lords ignore the consequences they provoked with their atomic explosions and experiments in the ocean. Therefore, no matter how scientific they may be, they are ignorant, savage beasts who invent devices which destroy humanity and themselves. The atomic energy has contaminated the whole ocean and its inhabitants. Thus, when we nourish ourselves with fish or other marine animals, we contaminate ourselves as well. It is advisable not to consume them. The ocean, being a living body, inhales and exhales. When exhaling, it pollutes the oxygen we breathe and all vegetation. This widespread contamination will cause the mutation of human organisms. Monstrous children will be born that will shock the entire world. Everything first crystallizes in the superior dimensions and later in the physical realm. If one looks in other superior dimensions, our planet has already disappeared from there. What we see is a yellow-colored quagmire, like a pot of boiling clay and water, devoid of any life. No life of any species is seen there, neither plants, nor animals, nor humans. It will only remains for this cataclysm to occur in the third dimension of physical world for all to disappear. The scientists and intellectuals will laugh out like donkeys, braying about what I say, but when the moment of tragedy arrives, they will be the most cowardly ones. They will cry, not knowing what to do or where to go. Then what do we expect from humanity? We await its end? The gentlemen who falsely call themselves scientists are indeed scientists, but destructive. They are not constructive because they use science for destroying all life. I ask the scientist lords, who are the ones that bray so hard, what formula do you find to avoid the problems that are threatening to destroy humanity and our planet? No formula exists, and so we await the cataclysm. Or if you have any effective formula, can you let us know about it?
When plutonium decays, it emits what is known as a alpha particle, a relatively big particle that carries a lot of energy. When an alpha particle hits body tissue, it can damage the DNA of a cell and lead to a cancer-causing mutation. Plutonium also breaks down very slowly. It remains dangerously radioactive for hundreds of thousands of years. Um, this is more radioactive water spills at Japan nuclear plant. It was issued 35 minutes ago. Furthermore, right here on my news website, I found another article. Japan finds plutonium at a stricken nuclear plant. These are all recent posts, by the way. This post here I found yesterday. AP impact. Nuclear plant downplayed tsunami risk. When you read this news article right here, the AP impact, basically what it suggests is, I mean, come on, the tsunami has hit at the same spot before 3,000 to 1,000 years ago. And basically what it's suggesting is these guys should have known. And if they, just by even an accident didn't even know, from the previous studies and stuff like that, I mean, basically what this article suggests is these guys knew sometime or another. Let me read this part. The scientists also found 2 additional layers of sand that concluded that 2 additional gigantic tsunamis had hit the region during the past 3,000 years. Both presumably comparable to Jogan. Carbon dating couldn't pinpoint exactly when the other 2 hit, but the study authors put the range of those 2 layers in sand at between 140 BC and AD 150, and between 670 BC and 910 BC. In a 2007 paper published in a peer-reviewed journal, Pure and Applied Geo.
Hey guys, this is Anonymous Adam, and the name of that book is Herculebus, or Red Planet by V.M. Rabolo. It's for free. The author passed away back in 2000, which is kind of weird, and I'll put a link in the description if you guys want a free copy. I got a free copy. Also, I'll put some links in the description for the news articles that I stumbled across that basically state flat out the nuclear disaster could have been avoided. Maybe not the earthquakes and maybe not the tsunamis. Nobody knows. But I mean, it's just too fishy. Some of the stuff that I've been seeing and hearing, it just, with all of it mixed together, it's just too much. God bless. Peace. Let's hope there's no more nuclear plants set right in the line of fire. Amen.